I'm not mad at myself or disappointed. I chose to forgive myself for, not finishing. It's interesting because when you're out on the path, it speeds life up. It speeds up what you're going through mentally. And my heart was doing something weird. I have a valve issue. And I was like, oh, it's the physical activity, but truth be told, it was acting up in the room the night before. And I could feel it grinding in my chest the night before because I was so in my head about not sleeping. And as I was working through the emotions of quitting, I'm realizing no, that was all in my head. My mental stress. I wasn't physically exerted in the hotel room. I was mentally stressed out because I could not control what was about to happen.
Yeah.
And I was even on the plane ride here. I'm like, you just don't even want to ask questions because you don't want to seem like you need answers. You're just trying to be big tough man. I was pissed right off at him that I had no information. I'm trying to call him out, but realistically, my need for control and it overtakes my life. And there's times in my life that I can think of when I've been completely out of control and completely broken down, and I say, and I've said before, let go and let God. And those have been my strongest moments. But I didn't do that.
Oh, that's excellent, Ashley. That's excellent. It really gets down to one of the core ways that, I guess, unique ways that we build our training out. So we don't give a lot of detail about anything any training event that we put on, right? We don't give a lot of detail to anyone. So anyone that ever comes to this thing, they don't know what they're doing. Anybody that comes to the proving ground, they don't know what they're doing. Nobody knows. And the reason that we build our training out that way, which by the way is a terrible model to make money, because there are very few people that will show up to something that they don't know what it is. But the people who do show up, those are the right people. And so I'm not interested in making a lot of money. I'm interested in working with the right people. And when I can provide an opportunity that's a mystery to someone and they still show up, that to me means that that's the right person right off the bat. So it weeds a lot of people out. The reason why we do that is to give you the opportunity to go into something that you have no control over, that you can't work out in your mind. We give you that opportunity because the control that you think you have in real life is an illusion. You don't have control of anything. You might think you do, but it can all change just like that. Literally, before you leave here, your entire existence can change. So the control that we think we have is an illusion, and we have to learn to accept that, to make the best decision that we can in every single moment, every single time a decision presents itself. But ultimately, we're not in control, and we have to submit to that. And when you can finally submit to that, there's a lot of freedom in that. There really is. There's a lot of power and a lot of freedom in that. So that's the reason we don't give you guys a 10-page trip packet that tells you everything that you need and this, like Steve told me one time, you should add trekking poles to the trip packet. Ain't doing that. You can show up with them or not, it doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to tell you what we're doing, and it's intentionally to give you a repetition of going through something that you don't know what it is, that you have no control over. Because that's what you're going through every day that you live, whether you believe it or not. You don't know what's going to happen when you wake up in the morning. You don't know what's going to happen when you drive away from here. We have to take what's in front of us. We have to make the best decision that we can and continue to move forward. And we have to relinquish that control. And I think you've experienced that before, Lindsay. You said, or not Lindsay, but Ashley, you said those moments when I really did, let go and rely on. I think for me, my faith in Christ is the ultimate thing that I can rely upon. And when we do really rely upon that, the way that Christ wants us to, that's when we do our best, because we set ourselves free of the desire to be in control, right? Now, that's not to say that you have to make decisions. You have to make good decisions. That's not to say that you shouldn't have goals, that you shouldn't project a vision. You should do all of those things, right? All of those things have to happen, but man, you have to find a way to be free of that burden and live in reality. So I love that you shared that.